All right, what is good, everybody? Welcome to the Spiritual War Room. We're going to do an update on Julian Assange. So on April 10th, Joe Biden had said that he was considering a request from Australia to drop the prosecution of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. So I wanted to do a poll to look into what does the future look like for Julian Assange, what's going to be the outcome of the what's as of right now, what does the energy look like as far as like the likely outcome for Julian at this moment? Okay, guys, so we're gonna start by pulling a message, a card from, let's see which deck. I'm gonna use the Angel Wisdom Tarot, okay, for the message to Joe Biden and the United States. We're going to look into the likely outcome for the United States if they choose to drop their prosecution against Assange. And then we're going to look into the likely outcome for the United States if they choose not to drop their prosecution of Assange. Okay? Then we're going to end with the final message for Assange. And yeah. All right, guys, before we jump into this, don't forget to show me some love, like, share, subscribe. Remember, guys, sending me good energy means you're going to get good energy back. All right, so we're starting by getting a message to Joe Biden and the United States. Message for Joe Biden. Oh my goodness. My hands don't want to work right now. Come on. That's a little bit better. All right. Message to Joe Biden in the United States. It's too many. Too many. I just want one. A message. I'm taking these. They're good cards, but I don't think it is. Okay. I'll take those. That is one of the cards that did come out before. And there's the other one that came out. But I'm getting the cards that came out earlier for someone who was working towards Julian's release. We're getting, it was saying that it was, good things are coming. But this, I was trying to get the message for the United States. Endings that lead to new beginnings. You need to release situations or people that hold you back. Spiritual transformation. So the message to the United States is to release him. In order to protect what you have, like, in order to protect already what you have, there's a need to release. Because by I'm getting it's almost, I don't know, like, there are things, the reason why the United States doesn't want to release him, and it's not just the United States, there's other people, other leaders who are kind of involved in making this decision, almost because they want to keep him from releasing more like damaging information, because Assange does have more. I mean, he didn't release everything. You know, you always have to have, you know, someone like Assange is always going to have some, you know, form of insurance, something to protect him. You're not going to show all your cards. So he has information. There's something, but he doesn't have it. There's someone that he, you know, and they want to get that out of him. But by doing that, all they're going to do is release all this is going to come out. So if the United States wants to protect what they have right now, it's like quit while you're ahead. Just turn around and walk away. Just drop this and walk away. He's not going to release this because it is damaging. This could cause wars. World wars. This could cause whatever information he has. It's big. Wow. It doesn't, I'm saying world wars, but I'm not saying the world. It has something to do with the countries that they claim to help. Well, there are going to be a lot there could be a lot of, this could be very damaging, not just to the United States. That's why the message is to release him, because whoever has this information is going to release it all if he's not released. They weren't going to use this, you know. People are like, well, why, well, you know, if he had this information, then why would he wait, you know, so long? Because he's been, you know, isolated for a long time. He's been locked up for a long time. I think he's been in prison for about 5 years. Before that, he was in the Ecuadorian embassy for like 7 years. You know, he's been in prison for a long time. So they're like, well, why now? Like, or why not sooner? Why did he? This is like I said, this is serious information. Whatever he has, it is serious information. Like it could break alliances. Like completely sever alliances. This could lead to wars, man. It's you understand there has to be kind of like a delicate way of handling these situations. It's very delicate. You can't be reckless. They can't be reckless with it. So that is the message to Biden and the United States. You'd be smart to just walk away. Release him and walk away. Wow, okay. Let's see that one. I need to move on. Seek more from life than what you are experiencing. A spiritual quest. Choosing to make big life changes. A change in priorities, leaving home. So yeah, they need to change their priorities. Going after Assange is not a wise thing to do. Okay, so what's going to be the likely outcome for the United States if they drop their persecution against Assange. You know, if they choose to drop the prosecution against Assange. Sorry. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. If they drop their prosecution against Assange, things will regrow. Things will regrow. The reason why things weren't really improving for the United States, their people, you know. This is like a this really is like a relationship with your government, right? This, you know, the government is supposed to be the head of the household, you know, the leader, the protector. It is their responsibility. It's the government's responsibility to manage things, you know, on the world stage, because, you know, everybody is just trying to live their lives, you know, so they elect their leaders. It is your responsibility to represent us, so it is their job to represent them. But they haven't been representing their people, they represent themselves. So if you just stop playing this like big dick swinging contest and who has the bigger dick, you know, that's what these leaders are doing. And they focus their, you know, put their, you know, attention to more important priorities, which is, you know, taking care of their own. They're going to have the outcome that they desire. Too much energy is going to hide and conceal all the wicked shit that they were doing. It's just like, this is like God giving people the opportunity just to, like, hands up, drop everything, turn around, and go home. That's what Spirit's telling everybody to do. Focus on the things at home. Only address the things that need to be addressed, like if it's serious, because this is... a lot of the decisions that leaders are making, these leaders are making, are made from their ego. So they need to check themselves. They need to get their house in order before they can come to the adult table, you know? It's almost like everybody's being sent to the kiddie table. You're going to act like kids. You're going to go to your rooms. That's why everybody, go home. Turn around and go home. Go to your rooms. Because whatever information that Assange has can destroy everything. He definitely has something that can, you know, what happened in Gaza is just the beginning. If people want to be acting reckless, don't do that. Spirit says, don't do that. You will only be hurting yourselves. Embrace peace, diplomacy. You don't have to like each other. You don't have to agree with everybody, but you need to choose peace. Spirit says that's where your focus should be. Because if you try to be the stronger country, the more powerful country, you will lose. Stop lying to people about where their hard-earned money is going. It's like, this is Spirit checking everybody, like, oh, get it together. You better trust the message, Spirit says. Wow. surprised we, again, I was just doing the Diddy reading and the Meek Mill and Diddy reading, and same thing, like the Tower, like, I'm really surprised the Tower isn't coming out. Maybe because Spirit's giving people, like, one last chance, yo. You have, you know, you have to put in that work. You have to fight and clean up your mess. Like, everybody's running to clean up their mess because they know that if they don't clean up their mess, you know, destruction endings are going to come for these people. And these are and they always go for the one who was in charge. Judgment is always cast upon the one who is in charge of the people. And then the people are judged according to their own understanding. But judgment hits the leaders the hardest. So that was if they dropped their prosecution. Is almost like, it's not really, it's just saying kind of like focus on yourself. Like, putting your energy into going after him is only going to bring destruction, because he does have some kind of information. And it doesn't even, I don't know. Okay. Let's see. It'd be reckless to go after him. You know, it would be reckless to do that. You're like fooling yourselves if you think that going after him is going to bring victory. It's going to bring justice is here. So if you think it's going to bring victory, no, it's not. So going after Assange will not do anyone any good. Because if he ends up deceased, that is for sure going to release this information. It's going to trigger the release of this information. So, what's the likely outcome? You gotta be nice. You gotta play nice. You gotta work together. You know? You have to be nice and let him go home. Yeah, the United States is... They're really struggling with the idea, like, should we not? Should we not? They don't know if they want to do this. They don't want to. They really do not want to, but they don't know what's going to be the outcome. And the High Priestess is telling you what the outcome is. You're keeping him... If he gets extradited, I don't know if that's going to trigger this. Because that's going to... Or if... Okay, so they're afraid of losing contact with him. They're afraid of losing contact with him. So if he's taken to the United States, they're not sure if... I don't know. How do we know that he's going to be safe? So that's why they're not sure what's going to be the outcome, like about when to release that message. So if he's extradited, they could release it then, or I'm not really sure, because they are afraid of losing communication, or that they'd be lied to, like, oh yeah, he's fine, but he can't talk. Or he felt ill, and without being able for him to talk to anyone to really tell the story of what happened to him, right? Or what he believes is happening to him. So they don't want that to happen. They don't want him, I heard it, like, out of their sight. Yeah. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know who's working with who. if there's, you know, these hidden enemies who claim to be friends or friendly, they could try to have us fooled, make, you know, yeah. They don't, absolutely not. They don't want him in the United States at all. So, will they release this information? The moment his lover cannot get in touch with him, or the moment his lover gets when that, like if he's telling her he's feeling ill, or he has fears of something's gonna happen to him, the moment that his partner, his wife, or someone that he holds very close to him knows that something is wrong with him, that's when they're gonna release it. So the United States has, it doesn't serve them to extradite him, because they're not going to get any information out of him, and if they try anything, they're going to be bringing their own demise, because the truth will come out. Wow. Just let him go. Just let him go. That's the truth. Okay. If they do not drop the prosecution against Julian Assange and they get him extradited, this information will be released. Okay, so, and it's not Assange. There's someone around him, and it's not his wife. I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. Okay, so that's what I got. Let's get a final message for Assange. What would Spirit want Assange to know? Or his people, the people that love him, the people who care for him, the people who are fighting for his freedom. The Star. Have faith. Have faith, the future is bright. Dreams do come true. Positive changes that bring an end to challenging times. The light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, these people have been working tirelessly to make this happen, to bring balance to the situation. And they could have, they had a lot working against them, but their work is going to pay off. Things are looking up for Julian and his people. So yeah, congratulations. Things are looking beautiful. The United States, the best thing for Biden to do would be just to, it's okay. We don't win every war, all right? Throw the towel in and just throw your hands up and say, you know what? It's done. It's over. You don't even have to. Just let him go home, man. And if it'd be a smart move to make sure that he is well taken care of, because if anything happens to him, and if you have enemies, they might want to try and set you guys up, so you guys have to make sure you protect, your assets. So, and he is definitely a friend to people around the world for keeping our leaders accountable, because our leaders, they're not going to tell us the whole truth, They believe it's okay to keep things secret, and, there are things that do need to be kept from the public, but their corruption is not one of them, and that's definitely something that they will try to cover up, and they will try to take people out to keep these secrets, but that's not how things are working anymore. The judgment will be called on anyone who tries to destroy the truth tellers. All they do is bring their own demise to themselves and to their lineage. So yeah, it's a different time now, especially spiritually. So things are looking beautiful for Assange. So I'm really happy to see this. I think I'm gonna leave this one here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, guys. I always appreciate your love and support. All right, guys. So we'll see you guys next time.